Oh, hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the October 16th, 2024 meeting of the Landmarks Commission. Um, as you can see on the agenda, item number A is information on the Zoom meeting, which looks like we all know how to follow those instructions. Also, there's a comment form and Zoom instructions that are available there. Item B is the roll call. Stephanie?
It appears everybody's here outside of Rebecca. She was supposed to join us, so she might just be running late.
Gotcha. All right. Item C, do we have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
So moved. Second.
Okay, we have two motions and 2 seconds. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Is anyone opposed? Okay, the motion carries. Item D, approval of the minutes from the October 16th. No, that's the wrong date on there. From the September 2024 meeting. Oh, there it is. September 25th, 2024. There we go. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
And a second? Anyone? Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, motion carries. Hi, Rebecca. Item E, regular business. Item E1, COA 24-54, consideration with possible action on a design review for replacement windows, driveway, and roof located at 735 South Quincy Street. And this is held over from the September 25th meeting. Jason, are you here?
Jason is here, but I will let you know that the applicant has not followed up with us to provide any additional information. So we are again recommending holding this item, but if we could just hold it indefinitely until they supply that information instead of to the next meeting date, that would be appreciated.
Anyone?
I'll make a motion to put this item on hold.
And that was Steve said that, and David, you seconded, is that right? We have a motion and a second. I'm sorry, Paul? Oh, okay. All those in favor of putting this on hold, say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Okay.
I do have a question for Stephanie on this issue. It seems like we've had uptick the last many months of applications that are clearly inadequate. My question for you is, do you have a procedure in place in which, instead of advancing it to a meeting and us just kind of, rubber stamping to the future, that you can hold it until they supply the information at your request?
It can be done two separate ways. So the way that our ordinance is written is that if we do not take some action within 30 days, it is considered an approved COA, which is why we normally bring it forward. So you can at least hold it, table it, deny it, whatever. So that way some action is taken on the application. So it does not get the automatic approval. There are other commissions though, where we don't have that clause in our ordinance, and then we don't even accept an application until it's complete. We do that a lot with our plan commission and RDA items. So if we wanted to change the language in our ordinance to remove that 30-day clause, which I would completely support, we would be able to then not accept applications until we have everything that we need.
What does changing the ordinance look like? That goes to council?
It's a text amendment through plan commission and city council. We're due for a text amendment anyway. There are a couple items that I have to update, so it wouldn't be like just this item going through. There are some other cleanup items that we have to do anyway. So if you guys are supportive of us adding that, I can definitely add it to the list.
So you would make those proposed changes, present them at our next meeting for approval, and then they go on to council from there. Is that how that goes?
Our code lives within the zoning code, which is under the purview of our plan commission. Alder Hutchison sits on our plan commission as well, so he could kind of watch it go through the whole process. But I would bring it to you all first to make sure you're okay. It would go to plan for approval, then council for ultimate.
Stephanie, would the best mechanism be to wait this meeting today for new business and make this a formal motion?
No, I can just do it. I mean, it's to happen anyway, so I could just do it under our informational item in November.
I sense your enthusiasm for doing this, so I like this.
30-day thing can be a little bit of a pain in the butt because when we don't get a clean application, we still have the application in hand, so we have to do something with it, so it's not great.
Well, if you're supportive and enthusiastic to a near Ian Griffiths level of exaltation, I say please go for it.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All right. Anyone else on that matter? No? Okay. Item number E2, COA 24-61, consideration with possible action on a design review for a deck located at 725 South Jackson.
725 South Jackson is a nice Dutch colonial revival near the hospital in the Astor neighborhood. This COA proposes adding I think it's removing and then replacing with new, a rear deck on the property. As best I recall, I never knew it had a deck because you can't see it from a public right of way. With that in mind, do we have a proposal view? Oh, that's some existing photos. It's gonna look a lot like that. And the recommendation is to approve.
With
So
one
moved.
for the 8-yard setback, please. 8-foot side yard setback.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would make a motion to approve a replacement deck with the setback caveats.
And David, you were waving your hand. Is that a second? Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor reply by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed to that then? No, then the motion carries. We're on item F1, staff level COA applications.
We had 3 since our last meeting, all listed here. So duplex here, both got new roofs done, similar style, similar colors. And then the last one is a fence at 400 South Washington. I don't know if you all have driven past this property recently. It's individually listed on the National Register. They've done a really good job. They've got some really good landscaping here. This was one that came before us and they wanted to punch through some doors. We said no, they took that in stride. They've done a really good job. So I would definitely recommend driving through and seeing what they've done with the landscaping and the fence there.
Nice. And then any staff updates?
No. Gonna be putting together a formal application for the certified local government sub-grant, but that isn't due until December, so we've got some time on that still.
Ah, okay. And then as long as we're all sitting here, Stephanie, you had asked me, told me that my term was up. And I just wondered if you had heard anything about that.
You were reappointed yesterday in council.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you folks.
Congrats, Ron.
Thank you. Yeah, well, thank you. Date of next meeting is November 20th, 2024. So unless anyone has anything else.
Yeah, actually, I do have
Hi, can you hear
something.
me?
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm the owner of a house in Jackson Street, and I just had a question. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes.
How I see a lot of houses have a plate with the date that the house was built.
Mhm.
Like, is that how can I get one of those?
A lot of those were created under a program that the old Historic Preservation Commission did. They manufactured a bunch of them in bulk and then had them delivered to the house, I think for a lower fee. That was done upwards of 15 years ago. So I still have the manufacturer's information if you wanted to same place. But there is no city program or program within the neighborhood for those anymore.
I can pay for it. I just need to know how to order.
Sure, I'll email you the information from the manufacturer.
Ron, aren't those available through the
Yes,
Astor?
for 75 South Jackson.
Well,
Aren't those available through the Astor Neighborhood Association?
Ron,
Ron, you're muted.
Yeah, getting a lot of feedback here.
Yeah.
I think
I
Paul
don't-
was asking if those are available through the neighborhood association.
Not that I'm aware of, but I would write that down and find that out as well. So,
I'll shoot you an email though, Marcella.
Thank you very much.
Okay, anything else, anyone?
Yeah, I did have something that I just wanted to share. It's related to what transpired in September when we knew there wouldn't be a quorum, and then there was the meeting that was rescheduled. And very simply, with what happened, I want to commend the members of this commission because for the first time in my recollection, we had a meeting that was canceled because of a lack of a quorum. And I don't recall, Stephanie, were we formed in 18 or 19?
18.
18. So here we are 6 years into it. And the first time that I can recall, a volunteer commission had to be postponed because of the lack of a quorum. The fact, first of all, that Stephanie was made aware that there'd be so many absentees, she was able to cancel the meeting and prevent, participants from joining when they would have wasted their time. That's the first point that I'm pleased with. And secondly, that so quickly a reschedule could be made and we could fulfill our mission with the folks. So for 6 years to have it for the first time, I think we all deserve a pat on the back. So hey, way to go, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
And tragically, I was in northern France at the time, so I couldn't join you guys.
Just offered it up.
And I'll bet you had just a horrible time.
It was atrocious. If you want to share screen, Stephanie, I can show you pictures and drag this thing out past 13 minutes.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, folks, we will see you on, what was it, November 20th, 2024.
Wow.
Okay.
Somebody,
Great meeting.
somebody,
Bye.
Motion to adjourn.
thank you.
Motion. Yep. Do we have
Second.
a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any nays? No. Bye, everybody.